streaming through life events really sucks. Like, it really sucks. I've done it before. I've done, like, streamed through really stressful life events. Don't recommend it, but it's my job now, so I have to do what I gotta do. You say too much about things, you know what I mean? Like, you tend to share stuff about yourself that is not great. You overshare a lot. Overshare when you're struggling with, you know, emotions. It's a streamer struggle. Like fresh grief. I tried to stream through fresh grief over losing a parental figure. And let me tell you, don't ever do that. It is absolutely the worst thing you can do. Don't do that. Actually. Yeah, you get like Superman hair, you're crying every single stream. You know, like it's not a good time for anyone involved. Sorry for your loss. Thank you. Thank you. Still grieving, but it's not like fresh. You know, it's not as like raw. Losing someone close to you, it's like I don't know. There's not really any words to describe that pain. Like, it still hits you like a brick sometimes. Sometimes I have to... My grief gets activated and I realize I can't stream and I have to cancel because sometimes you're just chilling, right? And then you think about how you'll never, like, hear their voice again. And, like, it hits you like a freaking truck and then you just can't deal with life for, like, however long you need. Yeah. And the world isn't the same afterwards. Like, for me, I'm living in a world now that is not as good as the world that I was in when she was still alive. You know? And that's like the toughest thing about grief. It's like the world will never be as good as it was before. Yeah. And that's a little depressing, but it's something everyone goes through. So, like... Yeah, I try to think about it that way. Like, it's not just like a me problem. It's literally everyone is gonna lose a special someone one day. I'm thankful I got to spend so much time with my dad before he died. Still miss him though. I'm so glad you got to spend that time because when I lost my loved one, I didn't get to do that. And like, that is a regret that I will always have. I put my job, my old job, over everything. And I didn't go back to visit when I could have. Because I thought my job was more important. And it wasn't, you know? Because obviously, I talked about my job. And yeah, it really wasn't worth it. It really wasn't. So I just wish that I had better foresight. Yeah, I wish I had better foresight and just... Who cares if they fired me, you know? I was gonna leave anyways. I just didn't think of it that way because I took it so seriously like I do with everything and... Yeah. So just remember, nothing is more important than your loved ones. Who cares if you lose your job? Just find a new one later, you know? When I left to go visit her, when she was dying, I got a call from HR and they asked me when she was gonna die so I could come back to work. And like, that was like the most hurtful things I gave my life. I gave all my time to this company. I gave like everything, like my health, my mental health, my physical health. And I just needed this time because this like really important thing is happening to me. And that's how they treated me. Like, that really put things into perspective for me. I quit after that. Yeah. I wish I could burn that place down. I try not to think about it too much though, because it's like not worth thinking about. Yeah, I told them when I quit that I was going to become an anime girl. They asked me what I was doing next, and I cringily told them that I was gonna become an anime girl on the internet. Yeah. But I have to say that all the professionals we worked with, regarding the death, they were like wonderful, like the nurses and like you know, the people who the mortician, you know, the funeral home, everyone was like very wonderful through the whole process. So there's at least that, right? That I have a lot of respect for professionals in this field because that is hard to deal with. There's a lot of silver linings you can take away from stuff, you know? Like for example, it could have been a lot worse, you know? I could have not made it to see her last days. I could have not, you know? It could have been, there's a chance she would have never woken up out of that coma and I would never see her talk to me again. There's a lot of like things that happened that was very fortunate. And I like to think about those things. Cause it can always be worse. It can always be worse, no matter how bad it is. It can always be worse. So, for those little things you gotta be thankful for the things that do go right. Even in every terrible situation, even if there's like seemingly no silver lining, it's very important. I remember there was like a time before, like I knew that the day was coming. So I spent a lot of time like on my way to work listening to grief podcasts and listening to other people's stories, which helped a lot. So if you guys are going through grief or you're going through like anticipatory grief, I highly recommend taking time for yourself to like learn a little bit, educate yourself about like the experiences that other people have. It makes it feel less daunting, even though you're never gonna be truly ready. Yeah, dude, they help so much, dude. I still like was a hot mess, but like you can sort of start expecting some things and you sort of find like a lot of similarities between your experiences and other people's, and you start like feeling like, okay, this is like actually something everybody goes through, and like I'm not alone at least. And that's like huge. That's huge. Even after I think listening to it and like it helps you process your emotions more than anything. It helped me at least. でもまだ止めないであのまるそう声それぞれ